Hello everyone! In this video, David and I visit some tiny chapels in the Cartoogechaye area of Franklin, North Carolina. We hope this video will bless your heart just as much as it did for us seeing them in person and making this video for you. Here's another beautiful chapel. This is St. John's Episcopal Church in Cartoogechaye in the Franklin area of North Carolina. And they hold services here every Sunday and Wednesday. And if the weather is beautiful, they hold the services outside of the chapel. And I'll show you the beautiful seating area they have. The inside of the chapel is beautiful also. I don't think we'll be able to go inside and show you today, but I might throw a picture in or a video, throw it in here. You have to see the grounds though. Oh, it's so pretty. Come along. We can go in. After all, it is a church. There's no lock on the door. Come on. It's such a beautiful place.
Let's sign our names.
This reminds me of the one in St. Augustine.
Yeah. It's a very peaceful place. And churches don't lock. Churches don't lock their front doors. And here, the chapels are always open, so you're always welcome to have a peaceful place that you can pray, contemplate your life, and be grateful for. All this beauty surrounding us. It's amazing.
And we're going to show you the beautiful grounds surrounding this chapel too.
Let's do that.
Okay, let's go. So come along with me and you'll see where this beautiful congregation holds their outdoor services when the temperatures are above 60 and sun shining. They come out here. The pastor or rector has his pulpit right there. And the congregation sit on these beautiful natural wood benches, wood and stone. So here is the pulpit right on this beautiful large stone area covered in moss. And then they have benches, stone and wood benches out here amongst the shade trees. You can hear the hawk above us. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful pulpit. Look at these. Wow. The stones. Gosh. Look at all the moss that is around here. Moss and ferns, trees. Visiting this beautiful church property captivated us, and we just had to find out more information. And according to the church's website, the original building was constructed in 1880 using donated land, lumber, and time, and was consecrated in 1881 by Bishop Lyman. This church was called St. John's Nona, after the Cherokee Indian name for evergreen tree. I have to make a confession. When we came up and saw this amazing stone from this side, I immediately conjured up some ideas that I wanted to do involving such an amazing stone like that. Involving making a movie and theme about some characters that we all are familiar with on Outlander. As we walked around to the front of the stone, I had no idea it is an incredible memorial stone. We won't be doing that. But to be able to see it so close, wow. A chief. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to do some research. That's his resting place there. And right here, let me share with you what I found out through my research. The valleys of the Little Tennessee River and its tributaries in North Carolina were once the homeland of the Native Americans, known as the Cherokee Indians. There lived Chief Chuttasohtee and his wife Kunstagi, also known as Jim and Sally Woodpecker. In 1838, in response to the influx of the white settlers, the United States federal government decreed removal of the Cherokee to Indian Territory in Oklahoma. Many Indians died during the forced march on the Trail of Tears, but some escaped and traveled back to their homeland. Among these were Chief Chuttasohtee and his wife Kunstagi. In 1838, when the chief and other Cherokees reappeared in the valley, they welcomed protection from his friend William Seiler, who deeded land to Chuttasohtee. As legal landowners, they could not be removed from their homes. In 1843, the government sent Major James Robinson to again persuade the Cherokee to leave their homes for the, quote, happy hunting grounds in Oklahoma, but to no avail. Chief Chuttasohtee spoke, quote, in the sight of that mountain I have lived, and in the sight of it I expect to die. My talk is ended. During the war between the states, Chief Chuttasohtee served under Confederate Colonel William Holland Thomas, which included 400 Cherokee Indians. William Holland Thomas was the first and only white man to serve as a Cherokee chief, and was featured in the book 13 Moons by former Franklin, Carolina resident Charles Frazier, the author of Cold Mountain. Chuttasohtee and his wife, Kunstagi, who died a few days after him, are buried in the St. John's Episcopal Church Cemetery in Franklin, North Carolina. Here, when he was very old, the chief said, Chuttasohtee going soon. Bury Chuttasohtee like a white man. In 1878, Chief Chuttasohtee was buried in St. John's churchyard. After he died, his wife, Kunstagi, said to her son, quote, I am going to be with your father when the sun goes down. That night, She died a natural death and was buried beside him. What did you think about our visit here today?
It's really renders you speechless when you think, oh, I mean, it's really recent history, right? We're in an area that was probably established a couple of hundred years ago. And here we are, the year 2021, with a world pandemic or such political stuff that goes on in the world. And these people lived through a life that may have been or seemed simpler to us, but for them it was probably just as complicated as the days that we're experiencing now in our world. But yet 200 years makes such a difference in perspective.
Yeah.
We look back and it seems one way, but if they looked forward, they would probably, who knows what they would see, but we can't ask them. And that's what's amazing to me. That's what renders me speechless, is that it's a holy ground.
Yeah.
And then we have the privilege of experiencing their legacy. And I wonder what they would think about where we leaving behind. But
Yeah.
it's beautiful, though. Very beautiful.
They picked a beautiful place.
Right.
Inspiration in the mountains has brought us to this amazing chapel, the Gillespie Methodist Church. It was, and now it's a community used building that they've restored and are preserving in the town of Cartoogechaye, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, we were inspired.
Yeah. And the fact that it survived the Civil War, and then it was a school, then it was a church, and then it stayed a church, and it survived 150 years. So that's pretty special. And the particular association that takes care of it is a non-for-profit, and they just use it for the community. And I guess that use it. And it's a large area in the mountains here in near Franklin, North Carolina. But it's so beautiful, and there's a cemetery in the back that's pretty. Also pretty. And
so it's such a peaceful place. We have seen a few of these beautiful old chapels in close proximity. It's remarkable. And this one, though, but since it's a public community building, we were able to do something very special.
Yep. Wait for it. You can see there are a few instruments in the back, and of course we have other instruments here. And
come into the mountains, different inspiration happens.
Makes you want to sing.
We hope that you'll enjoy what we've done while here, and we sure have enjoyed working on our project.
Yeah. We'll give you a little bit behind the scenes also in a little bit. Thanks for joining us. Bye. go in.
What's inside? Called the honeysuckle bake house.
You're gonna make me eat sweets again.
I'll force it upon you. This beautiful spot that we just drove by right around the corner from our campground on the Cartoogechaye Creek is the property of a beautiful chapel. There are a lot of sweet chapels in this area, and it's just so beautiful, tranquil and peaceful out here. And the air is crisp and warm, and blue skies today. Such a beautiful place to see. You're getting me, I'm getting you. Battle of the video and the camera. Did you get good stuff?
Yeah. We got some stuff from the old cemetery here.
I wonder, should we walk up or to see how old one of the stones is? They're
I think
very
the
old.
oldest one I saw was 1916. It could
The
be
church
older.
dates back to 1874, I think.
So I mean, if someone was buried there
Yeah.
in 1916, they probably were part of the church way before that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
oh.